Hello, how are you all? First off, I want to thank you all for wanting to be a part of our Kids Bash this year. My name is Joshua Banks. I am the owner of Flex for Change, and we put together our Kids Bash and a ton of other events throughout the year. So I appreciate you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules to dedicate to our kids this year. So I truly appreciate it. We're going to get into some information on your specific job description that you will be signing up for this year. It's imperative that whatever job you're put in charge of, that you stay on top of it. We want to provide a safe and fun place for our kids and our parents to interact at, so that they can come again next year and just make it a memorable experience. So it's really up to our volunteers, it's up to our staff to make sure that they have that experience, and that's what we ultimately want to provide. So, like I said, I want to thank you all. Without you all, we wouldn't be able to make this event happen, and it wouldn't be possible. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into the introduction, give you some information on what we expect out of our volunteers. And then after that, I'm going to go through the specific roles and description of whatever job that you signed up for, and then we should be good. So, as you're watching this, I'm going to stay on point. I'm going to be looking down and up, just kind of staying on task with the printout that you will be given for your job description, and I'll go through it and I'll give you more information of things that I feel like you need to know. All right, so volunteer orientation, things that we're going to cover throughout this quick video. So our mission, what we expect, what we want, a volunteer position description, and the breaks that you'll receive throughout the day. Okay, what is our mission? Flex for Change is an organization driven by making legitimate changes in the Hampton Roads Tidewater area through creative and engaging community events designed to teach, inspire, and encourage our youth, and to promote charity and nonprofit organizations that support the 757 and abroad. So, to condense that, pretty much all we do as a organization, we try to meet the needs of what's going on in Hampton Roads. So our kids bash that you all will be working at, we're promoting health and wellness for our kids. We also do an event for autism, for homeless, canned food drive, and tons of other areas. And we just kind of find out, what we want to focus on, what needs more involvement, or whatever the case may be, and we try to really zero in on that and see how we can be of help, be of service. So the Kids Bash is our biggest event, as for the past 2 years we've become the nation's largest kids fitness event, and that's our claim to fame, and we want to continue to grow it, not just grow it to the Hampton Roads. Next year we're looking to take it out and have this event in the DMV area, whether DC or Maryland. Also maybe making it to where for the first time ever we'll have it a second day this year. So it's a lot of possibilities, but it's all dependent upon this year, how successful this year is going, so we can continue to grow and expand. All right. Volunteer expectations. Uphold standards and behave appropriately as you are a representation of our company. Sometimes I feel like it goes without saying, but everyone should know, anytime you put on Kids Bash, anytime you put on Flex for Change, you are the representation of the company. Someone can get online and say, well, Flex for Change is horrible because this and that. So please be mindful. We are a family-friendly organization. Always be on the best behavior. Be patient. And just put your best foot forward. You know what I mean? So I would greatly appreciate that. Staying professional at all times, because you're a reflection of us, and we really want to find the best volunteers. And we hope by you watching this video, you truly can care about your community and truly care about representing us in a positive light. So dress appropriately for your assigned areas and tasks. Clothes must be neat, clean, and appropriate for the event. So you probably want to wear some sneakers. You're going to be walking quite a bit, possibly, depending on the position. But I just think it makes sense to wear sneakers so your feet's not hurting, because it's going to be a long day. Jeans are fine. Shorts are fine. I'm recommending blue jeans so everybody can kind of look somewhat congruent, but you can also wear jean shorts and things of that nature as well. We're asking that you wear a white undershirt or just a plain undershirt, so that after the event, when we collect after the event, we will collect the volunteer shirts back from you also. We can recycle, wash, and use them for our other events throughout the year. So make sure you bring a backup shirt so that before you leave, we can get those volunteer shirts back from you. It says clothes must be neat, clean, and appropriate to the event. Just make sure you look presentable. Okay. Commit to your provided schedule and arrive on time to your volunteer assignment. It's imperative that you arrive on time. This event is solely dependent on how well our volunteers are in position and how well they execute. If we're missing a person at our registration table, everything goes awry. Everything's off. So it's important to get there at 10:30 a.m. sharp. We'll have another review, make sure everyone's prepared. We should have a lot of people in the building, a lot of kids, a lot of parents. So we want to make sure everyone is informed about the position, knows the position front and back, and feel knowledgeable. So in order to do that, you got to get there early. Let's see. Review your assignment description and the position requirements. Make sure Miss Melissa, she is the volunteer director. She's going to send you a pamphlet, a printout of your position. And that's actually what I'm looking at now. So you'll be able to follow this as we go along. And I'm probably going to be on the top of your screen somewhere. But you're going to be following this as I'm going over it. And after I give you my personal things that for your job, if you feel like there's anything missing or there's not clarity on certain things, please reach out to us. Please message us, because we want you to feel as comfortable as possible going into the event day. Report any incident involving injury to your position supervisor or to your volunteer coordinator. Like I said earlier, we want to provide a safe and fun place for the kids and parents to play. So we're going to have a lot of different activities. We're going to have a lot of bounce houses, things where people are moving. So we want to make sure that it's a safe environment. So we want to make sure if we see something hazardous, we move it out the way. We let someone know. Also, if you see someone injured, go to someone immediately, because we will have a nurse on standby at the event. So we want to make sure that they're seen as soon as possible. So, all right. So what we want from the event, we want to provide fun for the kids. That's our first and foremost. We want to make sure they have a great time. In order to make sure they have a great time, everyone has to stay in their selected areas and make sure they're doing their job to the best of their abilities. So we want to have fun for the kids. We want to have a big impact. Being the nation's largest kids fitness event, you don't see anything like that too often come around. So we want to understand our impact and really seize the moment and really make this something that Virginia as a whole can be proud of and can stand behind. Fun volunteer environment. We want to make it fun for you all. You know, we understand that you're taking your time out of your day when you could be doing a ton of other things. You could be going to the pool, whatever the case may be. So we want to make it a fun environment for you so that you want to come back and volunteer with us. So we'll make sure you're going to get adequate breaks. We have it to where it's set up with our food vendors that they know who the volunteers are, and they're going to be giving you discounts as soon as you come. I don't know exactly how each one's going to give it, how much each one's going to give a discount, but they're going to give you food discount. Also, we'll have it to where pretty much everybody will at least get an hour break. So not only will you get to work the event, you get a chance to enjoy the event as well, interact with the people, maybe get on a few games yourself, get some great food, and then get back to assisting where needed. All right, so now we're going to go right into the job descriptions. All right, here we go. So Toddler, Bonanza, and T-shirt table. So I'll go over the description for Toddler Bonanza. Toddler Bonanza volunteer works with our tiniest youth to make sure that they feel safe and welcomed while at our events. T-shirt table, shirt distributors are vital in keeping teams organized, fair, and honest, and providing additional direction for guests. So we'll go over T-shirt distributor first. The requirements. Utilize the 3-point checkoff system to distribute the shirts. Number 1, check wristbands and differentiate between walk-ins or prepaid guests. Number 2, ensure pre-registered guests receive the correct bag and walk-in guests are given the next shirt in line to make complete teams. Number 3, explain to parents what's in the bag, then direct them to meet their child's team captain. All right, so I'm going to expound on that a little bit more. like was put here, there is a 3-point check system when coming to the t-shirt table. So we're going to have our 3 different check-ins. We'll have our walk-ins, people that are paying right then on the scene that will have money exchanged then. We'll have our prepaid, people that paid ahead of time, and then we'll also have our Groupon. These are people that have paid ahead of time as well. So Groupon and our pre-registered, they're going to have pre-packaged bags already, right? So there's going to be a shirt table for our walk-in table. They're going to have all of the walk-in bags with the kids' names on it, their shirt already in the bag, ready to go. All you would essentially do when your kid comes over to your table, they'll say their name, you'll check their wristband, make sure that they've paid and that they are in fact a pre-registered parent, and then from there you'll get them their bag and direct them either to the team captain or depending on the certain time frame, they can just go with their parents and enjoy the event and all the other activities until it gets a little bit closer to the event where they need to go to their team captain. Okay, same thing for the Groupon table. People that paid on Groupon, they paid ahead of time. Everything should already be in our little kids bash bag. And how we have it differentiated is we have red bag for red shirt, blue bags for the blue shirts, so on and so forth. It's going to be 10 different color teams. All you have to more so be focused on is the fact that keeping it in a chronological order as far as letters. So we'll have it broken down alphabetically in 3 different groups. It will go under your table. Look if it's A through F or F through whatever. You'll ask for that last name. It should be under there, organized under those 3 different groups. You'll go pull and give it to them. Those are the 2 tables that are a little bit easier. Our walk-in tables, it gets a little bit more confusing because now we have to essentially make teams for these kids that are coming in and purchasing or receiving a shirt right then and there. So give you a brief background, we have our color war games where our kids are going to go on the other side and play in games facing each other throughout the day. So ideally we want to make sure that the kids are on even amount of teams. We don't want to just have everybody come in and be under the red team or orange team. So you're going to be working that specific shirt table. The walk-in table is going to be working in cohesion with the registration table for the walk-in table, so that everyone's on the same page. As that child is getting signed up, someone's receiving that shirt size. You're going to be communicated, hey, what shirt size they need. You're fine. You're going to be communicating what shirt size they need, and from there, you're going to already start getting it in position. We have 10 different color team shirts, so you'll be communicating, okay, we've already used red. Now next in line, we're going to use orange. Next in line, we're going to use such and such. So it's going to be a system to where we'll go over more the morning of so that you can kind of see it a little bit more firsthand. It's harder to explain, but just keep in your mind, you'll be communicating with the walk-in table. They're going to communicate with you, hey, we need this size and this color. So you'll, at your table with your people that's helping you, You need what?
A onesie.
Okay. 1 second.
You can do a sleeper.
Is this fine?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry about that. So we have our pre-registered table, our Groupon table, which will be the easier t-shirt tables to man. It should be quick and easy. Checking wristband, checking last name, get them the shirt, let them know, hey, you got a shirt in the bag, some awesome stuff from our sponsors, and send them on their way. The walk-in t-shirt table is going to be a little bit more difficult, and you just have to be, communication is going to be key for that one, because we want people in and out. We're going to have probably a ton of walk-ins like we usually do every year. So whoever's at that table has to be quick and just with good communication. So that's it for t-shirt table, right? So as I mentioned before, after 2:30. Event starts at 2. After 2:30, most of the registrations will have died down, right? So the t-shirt table will flex down and then go into the break. And we'll talk about the breaks a little bit later, but just wanted to put that out there. Toddler Bonanza attendant. So we're going down, right? The requirements for that. Responsible for making sure no children are left unattended and parents are always with their child at all times. The second part, volunteers must be able to stay at the selected stations for an entire event unless relieved by another volunteer for food or restroom break. The third part, keep stations organized and flowing efficiently, allowing every child equal playtime at all stations. Next one, slide down. Keep the energy high, engaging with parents and children at your selected stations. Must stay updated with itinerary at events and know when the next part of the event will be taking place. Also, be alert of any suspicious activity taking place on the field and immediately alert security if you see anyone that looks suspicious. All right, toddler stations is pretty self-explanatory for the most part. We're going to have different stations on the football field. They're all going to be like different toddler games, whether it's going to be bounce houses, it's going to be face painting, so on and so forth. We're going to try to, depending on our volunteer count, we're still trying to get it up to make sure we have at least 2 people at each station so that one can help make sure the kids are staying safe and the other one can help regulate the lines, make sure kids are staying in a line, making sure that every child gets equal to play, and so on and so forth, so that you all can work with each other. Like it said there, we don't want to leave any kids unattended. We want to make sure they're always supervised. Do not leave your duty station unless you've been relieved by someone. We want to keep it high energy. These kids are going to be there for a duration of 4 hours. So we want to make sure it's fun. We want to make sure we're staying lively, having a great attitude. Also, being personable with the parents, making sure they're having a great time as well. So yeah. There will also be an itinerary as well. So you'll be given that. Everyone will have that. And if things change throughout the event, if we're rotating into a new thing, you'll have the itinerary to know when that's going to change. The Toddler Bonanza is going to be relieved by the t-shirt tables. Something that I mentioned earlier was that after we flex down, the t-shirt table takes a break. And that's what we're actually going to go down to now. Position schedule. T-shirt distributor, right? So from the time we get there, 10:30, we're reviewing. Registration opens at 12:30. You're going to be working. Around 2:30, you're going to take your first break. So you take a break. You're going to take an hour break. When you come off of that break, you're going to cover for the toddler zone, right? So it's important that t-shirt table knows and listens to the toddler zone because you're essentially going to be taking their place for the next hour. So you're going to go there from 3:30 to 4:30. You're going to cover for them. While you're covering for them, the toddler zone is going to be on break. You all live it up, drink, eat, don't overdo it, but have a good time. Enjoy the event as much as you can for that hour time. I don't think 30 minutes is enough to really enjoy yourself. We want to make sure you get a proper break and can get in and check out some of our vendors as well. So after, when it comes, so 3:30, Toddler Bonanza goes on break. 4:30, they return to their positions. Being that it's not going to be much to do at 4:30 when t-shirt table returns to their position. So what we'll have t-shirt table do, start breaking down, right? Start moving things aside, start organizing, seeing what you can do to make sure everything's staying pretty well kept, so that when it comes down to the breakdown of the event, we don't have a lot of stuff out and put in all over the place. So it just makes for a easier closing transition as we end the event. Okay, so that's it. You're probably going to have questions. It's one of those things that when you get there, you'll be able to kind of better identify by being in the moment, by being on the spot. Like I said, come there at 10:30. We're going to have everything set up so that you can visualize it at least, so that we can run through a couple of practice rounds so you can see how it is and ask any more questions that you might need to ask. Don't hesitate to ask questions before the event so we can minimize the questions, so we can just go right into work and make sure we're providing a great experience for those that come out. Lastly, Thank you. This means a lot to me. This means a lot to my team. This is a huge, uh, it's a huge thing for us. You know what I mean? This is our biggest biggest event of the year. We put a lot of time, work, passion, tears, blood, all of that in making this event what it is. So we hope that you honor that. We hope that you receive that. We hope that you get behind it and get the same amount of passion to see the electricity in the room, to see the smiles on the kids and the parents' faces. Like I said, we can't do it without you. Continue to share. Go to your Facebook. You can go through and invite every single friend you can. Facebook allows you to send a maximum of 500 invites. Go to it. Max it out. We want to fill that fill house up. We want to make it reminiscent of Something in the Water, how when people came and they had that weekend, it really revived the city. We want to do that, but do that for families all across Virginia. I know as if we come together as a team and work as a team and everyone's getting behind it and fully passionate, we can make that happen. It started for me with 35 kids. Now we're at 860, something that I never thought I'd be able to see. So before then, I really didn't have a team. So now that I have a team of people that believe and want to volunteer and want to give back to the community, I know that if we cohesively work together, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be historical with your help. So thank you for watching this video. Like I said, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I appreciate you all. Have a great one.